session. Those who are here are really brave. Morning, Rosália, Aldebaran, Ju, Sandro, Leandro, Aline. So, as you know, I'm Philip. We are here at 6 a.m. in the morning, Brazilian time, to speak English, to share, and to learn something. So, let's make it worth our time and what we are doing here. We're going to talk today, this morning, about first impressions, and I have 11 questions today, so we can talk and discuss about it. And as you know, we are always presenting ourselves, so this is a good chance to develop vocabulary, develop self-awareness, and this is kind of a preparation for interviews, you know? So because every interview in English, you get scared because you're not practicing. And if you have like your presentation very, very tested, if I can say that, it's going to be easier. And you're gonna like the first, like you're gonna break the ice at first, and it's going to be better to speak, okay? So, Ju, let's go ahead, present yourself, please.
Good morning, guys. My name is Juliana. I'm south of Brazil. I'm 35 years old. I work as SAP Constant, and I don't have pets, kids, and I'm here to practice and improve my English skills.
Very good. Very good. Welcome aboard again. Sandro, go ahead.
Hello, guys. Well, my name is Sandro Medrano. I live in São Paulo. I work with technology since 1998, more than 50 years. And I'm married. I am 45 years old. I have 2 pets, and now I'm here with you to practice a little English.
Very good. Yeah, English is a daily practice. If you're not practicing enough, yeah, you're not gonna feel comfortable with it. Rosália, your turn.
Okay. Hi, everyone. I'm Rosália. I'm married. I have 2 children. My daughter, a psychologist, she's 29, and my son works as IT, and he's 26. And today I'm living only with my husband because my children already move on. And I am here trying to improve my English because I wanted to travel and use my English for world. Yeah.
Very good. Very good. Very good. And you, Aline?
Hello. Good morning, everyone. I am Aline. I am 36 years old. I'm living at north of state of Alagoas, but I'm born in the state of Paraná. I'm born in a city called Umuarama. That means in Tupi-Guarani, high place where friends meet each other.
Really?
And I have 6 cats. Yeah. Yeah,
Love it.
that's true. And I like a lot to live by the nature, as you can see here in my background. Good morning, everyone.
Good morning. Yeah, and I always, it's always a pleasure to see your background and to feel, you know, some of the energy and hear the birds as well. So, very good. Thank you so much for that. Bruno Fernandes, welcome back. It's been a while. Go ahead.
Good morning. Oh, so guys, good morning. My name is Bruno. I'm 33 years old. I'm married. I'm a host here as well. So Saturdays 9 a.m. I'm here. If you want to come, it will be a pleasure to have you all here there. And what else? I have two kids. I live in Santos, born and raised here, you know. Yeah, and I consider myself uh, a peaceful person, you know. I always try to see the bright side of everything. And Philip, it's a pleasure to see you here, man. I always follow you on Instagram and see the news, you know. And it's really good to see your all your efforts to improve yourself, you know, and be a better person. You already are, but always looking for you are always looking for improvement. It's really good, man.
Thank you so much. It's always good to hear that in the morning, 6 a.m. in the morning. Um, and Leandro, go ahead.
Okay, guys. I'm 36. I live in Santo André. I'm a student of computer engineering. I like read books. My responsibility in my home is uh, clean home. Uh, uh, Sometimes I need to make my dinner. Sometimes I need to put my wash by my car, a car of my dad. I need a job. I looking for the job in a new area. I study a lot mathematics, programming. Is new for me. I never worked with that. Um, Uh, that's it, guys. I'm here to improve my English every day. I committed many mistakes, but I guess here is a good place to commit mistakes. Yeah, because that I like a lot this platform. Okay, because I have the opportunity to grow with my time and learn with my colleagues and learn new words, learn new expression, and become more confident to speak English 6 a.m. It's very, very complicated. In the study, I studying all my day, and I have a few time to study English, and the thing that I can't I can't miss is this moment, the moments that I can talk. Okay,
And talk.
it's the best for me, the best time of my the top time of my day.
Very good, very good.
Thank you.
Really good to hear that. And Aldebaran, last but not least. Go ahead.
Hello, guys. Good morning. My name is Adebaran. I'm 32. I'm married. I'm from São Paulo. Now I'm living in Dublin. Almost 1 year and a half. Yeah, I think that I'm too late today. You know, I wrote you until late yesterday, so I'm not waking up yet.
Yeah, I know. So I'm Philip, and yeah, last night I worked until late at night, and it was really difficult to wake up early in the morning today. But here I am because I have a commitment with all of you, and yeah, you all made me to wake up and helped me to be here. So I'm not here to learn English. I do not even like English. You know, I just speak English because everybody does. So yeah, it's not something I enjoy. Oh, English, it's my love. No, it's not. But I like to be here to talk, you know. And I'm gonna to divide you in small rooms. So we're gonna have another room with Bruno, Leandro, Rosalia, and Sandro. And the other room, it's gonna be me, Aline, and Aldebaran, and Ju. Okay? Enjoy, have a good day, and a good meeting. Very good. So Aldebaran, Aline, and Ju, we are here together and in the main room. And we're gonna talk about first impressions. Okay. And we're gonna talk as well about the first impressions we have here online, right? So Deborah, you're lazy yet, so I'm gonna push you a little in the beginning. So when we talk about people, it doesn't matter if it's like in a professional or personal way. There's always a first impression. Do you think, is it true? There's always a first impression. And if it is, or if it's not, do you have something to make this first impression good or bad? Do you think about that?
Absolute. There is a first impression. Like I'm a shy person, you know, when I'm getting a new place. It's like I observe a lot, so I'm be serious the most of the time until I'm be confident to, you know, to be myself. In sometimes that it's like my first impression, I don't know the words, like metido. The guys, the first impression say, well, you are like metido. I don't know the words in English.
Yes, you can say nosy.
Nosy, yeah. But after that, when they like know me deeply and some days, that first impression is like broken, it's wrong. But I try to I like I think it's to have a good impression the first time. It's be polite and smile a lot. Try to create a connection. But I'm a shy person. It's hard to me, you know. But I think this can be a good way to have a good first impression.
Very good, very good. As an introverted person, shy person, that's difficult, right? To create.
Yeah.
And usual, do you believe first impressions are important? How do you manage to have a good impression with people?
Yes, good impression is very important, but it's funny because first impression is sometimes something unconscious. It's related with our backgrounds, and when you see someone, you judge. You cannot say it, but we judge. And I'm a shy person. I'm a quiet person. And I learned that it's good to have a good first impression. Analyze the situation where you are. What kind of impression you can pass to others? So the clothes that you wear, shake hands, give a hang, if the occasion, if the situation allow. So sometimes a small can smile can help. So it's relative. You need to study the situation, what kind of impression you can pass.
Yeah, it sounds like a strategy, right?
Yes, you can. You can demonstrate be a person that you not are. It's a little bit dangerous, especially in a job interview, if you train a little bit.
Yes, exactly. Especially, yeah, when you need to show yourself off, it can be dangerous or it can be helpful, right?
Yeah, it depends, but it's necessary to remember, for example, in a job interview, that you can be this way all the time. If you intend to be a person that you not are.
Yeah, so you're pretending to be someone, so to make it happen all the time or to be that all the time, it's difficult.
Yeah.
Aline, I'm gonna change questions a little. So we understood that first impression is important. And in a job interview, do you think it's important to have a first impression? And if you could plan a strategy for a first impression in a job interview, how would you do that?
Oh, that's a difficult one. Yeah, I'm planning a strategy for a job interview right now, and I write everything I must say in that interview. I write a quick presentation. I write a timeline of my professional history, and I search. And I have a friend that already have this interview that I will be done, and they pass me the questions that are made for him, and I write these questions and the answers, and I'm practicing these answers. So I think we'll be a performing. I think we always performing in whatever place we are, and it's very important to be a communicative person in an interview. For me, of course, and have a nice chat, have a good moment with the people that I interview you. I think that's very important. That people interview a lot of persons every day. So if you are a pleasant person, I think that will be easier for both sides.
Nice. And do you think like here online on Talk and Talk, do we do that? Like, do you have to make a good impression? Does it happen in here? Even online?
I think that we have this concern at the beginning of relationship. Oh wow, if I am performing good, I am a nice person. After a while, here I know you. I am who I am. I think when the time is passed a little bit and we are know the person, it's very difficult to you performing every day. I think when the time goes by, you are who you are. There is not no another way. I think.
Very good. Yeah, I do believe first impression, it's really important, not just body language, not just our clothes, not just our image, but also what we speak at first. And that's why it's so important to present ourselves in a good way. And it doesn't mean that, oh, it needs to be like extroverted, it needs to be this or that. It needs to be you, your true self, but you need to know who is your true self. Who are you, you know? And it's hard. And it's hard.
This is the most difficult, I think, is not speaking English.
Yeah, it's not English, it's the information itself, right? It's like, who are you? Oh, that's a tough question. So if you understand how to match who you are at that moment with the person you're talking to in a job interview or whenever, whatever you are, then the connection, the bond created, it's gonna be better, you know. And then the conversation will flow. And sometimes, of course, there's no connection, there's no bond, there's no match, and it happens, right? For example, it's not everybody that comes here that I enjoy talking. For example, Aldebaran is one of the person I do not enjoy talking too much. Just kidding. And by the way, Aldebaran, to make a good impression, like, oh, I'm making a joke here, and the other time I'm making another joke. So we are kind of creating a connection in here. But to make a good first impression and also to keep it going, should we focus more on the other person or should we focus more on us? What do you think?
I don't know. In my case, I think I need to be comfortable with the other person. I personally don't like to make jokes if I'm not feel it's like comfortable with the other person. And I'm not the person. It's like he start a conversation. Really. I don't know. It's like I'm freezing. I don't know what to talk. I don't like too much. It's hard. Just for me, new peoples, or know new peoples. Let's say to know new peoples. Usually, it's like friends of friends. It's like I never. It's like travel alone. Sometimes I want, but I know if I travel alone, maybe it's like I don't talk with anyone. But I when I see someone make this kind of trip alone and talk with someone on the pub, on the bar, on the beach, I really thought it's nice. To me, it's pretty hard. But to make joke, I think it to be comfortable with another person, because it's I don't know, é uma linha tênue, né, para você
It's
cross this line,
I think cross the line, it's the way.
Yeah, it's pretty hard.
Yeah. Andrew, how do we cross the line, or how do we not cross the line when we are talking to someone for the first time?
Oh, difficult question. I don't know.
Sorry.
Can I skip this question? No, I'm
No,
kidding.
it's a job interview. It's like a job interview. You have no choice. No, just give it a try. Just let's about it. Like to cross the line, because there I don't know, there are people, they really do cross the line at first, like when they meet you and you feel sometimes I feel like, who the hell are you? You still don't know me. Like,
I think I would say it's relative, depend on the context, because sometimes people, it's very talkative or it's nervous. When you are nervous, you start to talk without think, But I think it's a good strategy to try to feel if the other person is comfortable, if the other person sees interesting about what you are talking, because if you start talk a lot and you see that, okay, the other person is a little bit uncomfortable because you ask some personal question, maybe, I think it's possible to see if you are in a right direction or not. Of course, it depends the level of nervous, because if you are, oh, it's a job interview, I want a lot, or I need a lot the job. Sometimes people cannot observe the audience or the other person.
That's a good point.
It's a point here because I think it's related to emotional intelligence too. So how you can control our emotions, it's essential.
Yeah, and that's what we have been doing with the hosts, because when you lead the conversation, like I feel really comfortable to host a meeting, any meeting. I could host a meeting in Arabic, in Japanese, I really feel comfortable because I don't know, for example, if I don't know the language, because to host a meeting, it's not just to get in there and start speaking. It's like before the meeting starts 15 minutes earlier or more than that. And then you have to prepare yourself and, know the people before you start to talk to them. And as a host, you develop that that emotional intelligence, that it's really important because you need to put live on YouTube, you need to create rooms, you need to have the questions. As I do, I create new questions like throughout the conversation. So how do you do that and you speak English at the same time? You need to be really comfortable. To be a talker, it's just like, oh, I'm just waiting a question. Can be tricky or not, but I'm here just waiting. But when you lead, you need to take control of the room, And we do that all the time. And we are asked to do that a lot of times at work, at our homes, with family, friends. So, Aline, are you a person that do you create a very good impression at first? Like what do you think about the first impressions you have with people you meet for the first time? Do you have like good feedbacks, bad feedbacks? What are the kind of things people tell you when they meet you a little bit and they tell, oh, Lenny, I thought you were like this, I thought you were like that?
Yeah, I'm a more a serious person at the beginning. I think I'm not talk a lot in the first meeting. I take a time to get confidence in that person. Trust in that person. I think it's better. And the people they know after they know me after a while we are friends. They said for me, oh, I thought you were a so serious person, but you are so funny. And I can see that when we meet for the first time. And I know that I know that in my first contact with a new person, I am not so funny and so communicative. I think when I was oh my god, I lost the words. But as I am normally. So I think the people can have a wrong first impression. I don't think it's a wrong. It is what it is. But after a while, I am a more open person.
Yeah, and it depends really on the profile and how the person feels comfortable, right? Yeah. That's a good. I'm asking myself, how do people see myself at first? Because here it's different because it's not that I pretend to be the person I'm here, but there's a character, like I put all my life aside and then I start the meeting because I'm the host. So it doesn't matter if I'm like sometimes I cannot change that, but like 90% of the time, I'm just like the way I am today. Like I'm really tired. I'm busy. My head is busy, you know, thinking about a lot of things to solve today. But I put that aside and I'm like this. But I don't know, on a daily basis, if someone meets me for the first time, how, I don't know. Because I talk too much, so people tend to feel that I'm a good guy, but I'm not, you know. Yeah. So
But it seems like
yeah, it seems, yeah, it's not true. I'm really bad guy, bad person, you know. I'm mean, I'm, I'm a devil. I'm gonna ask something that for me it's been really important nowadays. It's about dressing, you know, about clothes. Do you think does it impact our first impression? Do you think about that? And I'm gonna start this with Ju. How do you see that? Like, without, you know, people do not need to say anything. Like they just because of their clothes, how the way they dress. How do you see that?
I think nowadays this society in general, we start to change the judgment about the clothes, but for sure, clothes talk a lot about the people in especially in a job. Some years ago, it was very, very important to be formal, to use formal clothes. It was almost mandatory. Nowadays, the companies, they don't obligate people to use, I don't know, it's term, I don't know how to say it in English, but I used to say formal clothes, but I don't know, the suite, I think,
Yeah.
not sure. But nowadays, if you work in the financial area, for example, you can use different normal clothes and it's okay. But for some professions like lower, until now, you have to keep the appropriate dressing. So when you start to work, if you are not use a formal dress, probably people will think, who is this guy or this girl? He thinks that they are in the house, in their house. So it's complicated. I think you are changed, but until now, dressing is very important.
Yeah. Yeah, not gonna say anything, just try to understand what you all think. Aline, what are your thoughts on this matter?
I think when we are dressing, um, we are choosing the way that we wanna communicate our image to the world. I think that it's very important how you dress, and I think the people don't think in that way. Oh, she's dressing like this. Oh my God! But it's a message that we get. It depends if we think about or not. So I think the way you dressing up, it's very important, and that pass a message. Even if you don't think about that when you are choosing your clothes, but the message will be passed. I truly believe that. I think the way we dress is a form that we communicated with the word.
Any other, what do you think?
It's hard, you know. I think it's dependent to the environment that you go. It's like, for example, the company where I work, we don't need to use like suites, so we can use whatever you want. It's okay. But I know some people like work in the Banco Safra. It's required to go with suites to the job, and yeah, I think it's dependent like the environment. It's no, if I go to the marriage, to, how can I say, casamento? Marriage, yeah, festa de casamento, sei lá. Marriage, wedding, yeah, wedding, yeah. You know, I'm nowadays I try to use it. It's like a clothes. It's more fit with like this kind of event. The other brand, like it 3 years ago, 5 years ago, use the normal clothes like a jeans and any shirts. So nowadays I'm concerned more about like the environment, to choose some clothes that fit in this kind of event. You know, I think this show it's not a respect with the who is marrying, but it's not respect. It's not that word, but it's like a respect with
Try to develop more about what does it mean, this respectiveness.
Concern. It's like I think it's concern with the other who is married. Preocupação. Acho que é preocupação.
Yeah, it's concern. Yeah.
Carinho, sabe?
Worry. Yeah.
For me. Yeah.
How do we say carinho in English? I have no idea. It's like yeah. That's why I yeah, care, kindness, yeah, care, kindness, affection, cuddle. Yeah, there are a lot of words. Oh, that's what I call. I have been talking to some people that we don't need to teach vocabulary. Vocabulary is not teachable. You know, it's just vocabulary. It's not that like you present a word and you match with the meaning, and that's it. I don't think it's teaching. It's more about learning the vocabulary, and every immersion. That's why I try to write it down so we can add up. And there are some ideas to bring that to the planner, you know, before the meeting, so the host prepares like 2 or 3 vocabulary to use. But anyway, just getting back to the respectiveness. I don't even know if that word exists, but I have just created, and sounds, you know, sounds good. But I think the way you wear yourself, the way you take care of your body, your hair, beard, you know, it tells a lot about what you have inside. And I remember my dad telling me about my car. He said, if my car was trashy, you know, dirty, it would tell that I am not good inside, that I was, you know, there's a lot of message, you know, when you get in, I don't want to know if your car is dirty at the moment or not, but just like to think about it, that when we do not pay attention to things, or we do not pay attention to ourselves, from my point of view, it means we are not good enough to take care of the thing that's most important to us, that it's our body, that it's our health, that is, you know, that's why I really love my home clean. And it doesn't need to be perfectly clean. It just needs to be organized. And I know, okay, I have some things to wash in the sink. But I know after this meeting, I'm gonna have time to have a breakfast. And while breakfast, I wash the dishes, you know. So, or to make the bed in the morning. So this morning I didn't have time to make the bed because I woke up at 5:43. It was like, so wearing clothes, like how I take care of my hair that I don't have, but still I need to take care of it to be here, beautiful, handsome, and like this. It's not easy to be beautiful, you know. So you all know that you are all beautiful, and it's hard to keep it up, and we need to take care of it every single day. And talking about that, hair, body, and everything. Do you notice all of this that I have been talking right now? Do you notice on other people how they dress, how they wear things, if they have glasses or not, about their clothes? Are you the person who pays attention to things like that? And let me start with Aldebaran. Are you the person that not just like, do you pay attention on other people in general?
Yeah, I pay attention to people, but not like that, you know. It's like I pay attention on the it's the face of the person, you know, because it's like we know some people's. It's like when we know some people when I come here in 2018, and sometimes when Bruno and I go to the city center, I saw the people and I remember. It's like it's a little crazy, you know. It's like 5 years, and but what the people is dressed. No, I don't care about that. Like, yeah, no, no. Reply the answer, no. But it's like I always remember the face. It's I don't know. I think it's a how can I say, dom,
A gift.
a gift. So it's like a gift because I always remember the persons. Like, uh, we are here. If like I go to São Miguel dos Milagres and I saw Aline cross me, you know, I will remember. It's crazy. It's
Nice.
crazy. Yeah.
I like to do that. I don't think it's a gift, but I pay attention a lot to faces and names, you know.
Oh, name, no. Oh, I never remember name.
And here on Talk and Talk, and I do an exercise. I don't know if you have already noticed, but I speak all your names a lot in the beginning or in the end or both, because it's an exercise. It's natural exercise I do, and I always match names with faces, and that's why it's so important to open the camera. You know. Ju, what about you? Do you? I'm not gonna say judge, but it's a judgment, right? What do you think?
Usually, I didn't pay attention about clothes, but if I have contact with the person every day, or I work with the person, I'll pay attention to the standard. Oh, this person has a style, and this style, for me, has a message. Oh, this person is cool. This person is reserved because the clothes, you know. But I usually I take notes more about the face, the eyes, especially because I think people pass a message if they want to talk or not, if you are being a little annoying or not. And it's funny because when I'm alone on the street, usually people talk to me, and not because I'm a talkative person. I don't like to talk a lot with strangers. But for example, if I'm at a bus stop, usually I look to the other person, but it's not because I want, it's because I used to do it because it's my way. And people, especially elder people, I can say that, they start to talk and okay, let's talk. I think I send a message when I look to twice of other people, but it's something in conscience.
That's nice. So without saying a word, you send a message, people get to understand you just because you look at their eyes.
Probably I
Oh,
I have a yellow smile because
yeah.
you know,
Yeah.
and because that we start to talk. It's funny.
That's awesome. That's really good. Anyway, Lini, how does it work? Do you pay attention to other people? Do you judge? No.
Yeah, I pay attention. I have a trained eye for do that. I think I am a fashion designer by formation, so I learned how to do that, and it's a very quick look for me. I don't stay looking. Oh my God, these people's dressing like that, or but I think that first look, I look and I have this. I know, oh, this clothes. I think it's about that store or that brand, or that's a very nice dress. The people seem so relaxed in that clothes. But I have this trained eye that it's a quick look. But in this quick look, I can't get a lot of information about that people in the way that that people was dressing themselves. I already finished my college so many years ago, but I do this in a voluntary way. When I I see I already do this first impression look, I think.
Yeah. I was a person who didn't care much about clothes, but past few weeks or past few months, I have decided to take a look and to pay more attention and to change all my wardrobe, and that's the reason why I just wear, black and white shirts just because it's easier. So I'm just collecting black and white t-shirts. And it's been good to be simple and to send a message with that. So jeans, black or white, and that's pretty much what you're gonna see from myself nowadays. But yeah, still learning about the communication I have with that, with those clothes. But anyway, go ahead, Aline.
You are like Mark Zuckerberg. He used the same outfit.
Yeah, I feel good with black and white, and I used to have like shirts with different colors, and I had to think too much how to to manage, how to match. Nowadays, like just jeans, shorts, and black and white shirts, and also some, suits, depending on the situation. And that's pretty much a good perfume. And that's me.
You are ready.
Yeah, ready to rock. So let me ask you, Sandro, I want you to summarize everything you all talked in the other room, but of course, in a short way, we don't have like another hour for that,
Okay.
but it's a good exercise. Try to summarize. How can you explain with your own words what happened in your room?
Yes. And going straight to the point, I think it all depends on the context you are involved. Talking about business, sometimes you have to be more formal, to take care, to pay attention in some points. I think we both in the room agree about that. But I think we have a good opportunity to know, to meet people, new people, to sometimes to even to complement some people personality traits or something like that. I think the main point depends on the situation. I think you have to evaluate these points beforehand.
Very good. I like it. The ability, the skill to do that, it's really important. Especially as a leader, you need to have that. And everybody here, if you haven't noticed yet, you will need to develop this skill. The leadership skills, they are really important to everyone. Even if you're not a leader, like a manager, as a position, you are still a leader. Okay, that cliche, you're a leader of yourself. Yeah, that's true. It happens. What about Ju? How can you summarize everything what we have talked in here?
We agree that first impression is very important. I think everyone talk in the same directions. Clothes pass a message. Even if you don't want to pass any message, it's important to observe it. And Felipe says something that I take notes here because for me it's very interesting. He tells us the way you care about yourself talks a lot about who you are. So I was thinking about it, and he gave us an example about a teachment. I don't know if I can say that, but his father talks about it. And it's very interesting because it's true. If you take care about yourself, about our health, about the clothes, and about the imagine, about you talk to others, it's about you. It's about you, who you are, and people can note it.
And people notice, they understand the message,
Yeah.
Within all of that, even if we do not want to, or if we do not agree with. So you don't need to agree with me or with everybody here, especially those on YouTube. You do not need to agree, but the fact is, we always have a first impression, good or not. Anyway, we're running out of time, and we have this survey here, and it's really important for me to get to know what you think, what you thought about this meeting. So from 1 to 10, please. Takes like 5 seconds. And if you want to add comments, I would love to read all of them. And as you know, tomorrow, same place and same time, we are going to be here to speak and to practice English. And please focus on your presentation, your personal presentation. It doesn't need to be personal. It can be about your work, it can be about your, I don't know, anything. You have some time to present something. So try to think beginning, middle, and finish. And of course, you're not going to have like 5 minutes for a presentation. So just try like 1 minute, you know, it's not gonna take so long. Then instead of, you don't need to present your name. We already know that. It's written in here. So think about that, prepare yourself. In preparation, it's part of the process. Okay. Have a good day. Enjoy. Take care. See you tomorrow. Bye. Thank you so much, everybody.
Bye-bye.